Good morning, everybody. It's already December, man. This is the last month of the year. This year really flew by. Now, you see me wearing my hat here. It's one of my white hats. And the headband on it, I created through seed beads. Not seed beads, pony beads. And I did create it on a loom. And let me give you a peek of that. This is a beading loom that I created. Okay, and this is what I made that headband on. And I decided to give some of these headbands as gifts. I've already given 2 away, and I'm going to continue to make these and give them to select people. Now, the one you see up on my hat, it basically represents Christ and the 2 thieves. The one in the middle is representing Christ. And on each side, he had 2 thieves die for him. Now, the very first one I created is a lot bigger, and I have it on my large hat, as you can see. And they turn out pretty good. I mean, I've learned something. This is something I had learned over 50 years ago. And I'm sharing it now as presents with people. I don't make a lot of money, so I figured this is one way to share presents. And, of course, the hat's my trademark. Well, see, talking about that stuff is only part of what this is all about. Now, as people know, if they follow me, I'm Dr. Anderson, Paula Jane, or PJ, and I have written books. And one of the books I wrote back in 2011 is called 3 Strikes and You're Not Out. Now, the lady on there represents Florence Nightingale, who was one of the first founders of nursing. And I'm a true registered nurse. Been doing that for 30 years now. And basically, this is representing me. And of course, she's above the troops. And as a nurse, I would be taking care of a lot of patients. Now, this one here is pretty good. The publishing company is Author House, as you can see in that little corner. And the quality on it is pretty thick bond, okay? And you can see the little format on the title page here, little peek, okay? And some of the formatting on it, not too bad, okay? And this one here, like I said, I created in 2011. This is part 1 of my life story. Now, the other one I created and sent out at the same time is called Pride, Abuse, and Mental Illness. Now, the lady up there represents somebody that might be suffering from some kind of illness, but it's not sure what it is. And I had it represent mental illness. Now, this is part 2 of my autobiography, and it talks about some of the abusive stuff that I have gone through throughout my life. Now, this is a pretty good book. Also, like I said, I created it in 2011. The publishing company is Author House. It comes in hardcover. The thickness is a little bit thinner than the last one you just saw. The quality is the quality of paper, nice, strong bonded paper. And the quality, again, fairly similar. And you can see a little bit different setup. And that I created, that's the hard copy. I also have the soft copy version. Again, nice strong bonded paper. Here's a little idea of the format there. Okay. And basically, I created that one in 2011 also. And 2011, that's the year that I ended up having my cancer. I had oral pharyngeal cancer, involved the left side sinuses. It went into the back of my throat, wrapped around my tongue, and 180 degrees wrapped around the internal jugular, which is pretty serious. And when they found it in 2011, they found that it was already a stage 4, which is pretty serious. I underwent radiation and chemotherapy. And because of the radiation, my vocal cords were paralyzed. And I'm just thankful I was able to get those back. I'm able to talk. I'm actually able to sing and participate in my choir. And I'm blessed by all that. But see, after that experience, I decided to put a couple more books down on paper. And since I am an ordained minister, I decided to put my first, what I call inspirational or devotional, Living for Others. Now, the ant at the top represents a mother ant. And if you see in the shadow, say that she dies, she ends up being food for the army ants, or the family of ants there. Now, I created this design, and it was pretty cool at the time that I thought of it. And it has basically a story in it, and then about 40 Bible verses that are some of my favorite Bible verses. The publishing company here is Ex Libre, and you can see that's my trademark, the hats. Now, this is a lot thinner than the last two. The format is a little bit different. Okay. Nice stick bonded paper again. And you can see the format's a little bit different here. Okay. And this one here, like I said, I released this year, early this year. Now, this also I happen to have a paperback, as I said, pretty thin. It's still Ex Libre, and the same format, and it's fairly thin. And see, I use my references and everything. Okay, this one here is the first devotional. Now, when I had the cancer, I wrote down my cancer story, and I said, you know what? I like to write that story down and then create a book out of it. So I did. It's in the cancer colors. It's called Cancer to Be or Not to Be, Letting Go. Now, the picture on there is an actual scan of the type of cancer I had. Like I said, it involved the sinuses and also the tongue. And it does show that. And that's an actual picture of what it looks like. The pink represents cancer, of course. And it is an oropharyngeal cancer. Publishing company, again, Ex Libre. This is a little thicker than that last book, about the same as my other two books. The format, pretty good. And again, nice thick bonded paper. And I also have a paperback version of that one. Okay, and like I said, a little thicker book. Pretty good format, a little bit different than the last one. Okay, nice thick bonded paper. Now, all these books can be found at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, AuthorHouse.com, and XLibre.com. Okay, what you do is you go ahead and type in my name, Paula Jean, P-A-U-L-A-J-E-A-N, middle initial A for Ann, and last name is Anderson, A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N. And you'll find out that these books come in hardcover, softcover, and ebook, and they can be read either on a Kindle or a Nook, which I think is really cool. And they turned out really good. I read some of the highlights and some of the reviews, and I see that people are liking what they're reading. And they are inspirational. I'm an inspirational author. Now, I also have a website that talks about some of the services that I offer. And this is located as small p, small j, 1953.wix.com. And this will have my website. On the website, I show these videos. I also introduce you to the books and some of the services that I offer. And also all the hookup links that I am part of. Now, basically, I believe anybody can write a story. They just have to be disciplined, put it down on paper, and go ahead and self-publish it. If they don't sell, that's okay. It's still like legacy. And I'm hoping that everybody will consider these books as nice little inspirational books for somebody that might be going through some troubles. And they'll be nice, fairly inexpensive, Christmas presents. And I thank everybody for viewing this video. Thank you.